All right, friends. 14-4. It's going to be a good one. Chipper, 60 calories on the rower, 50 toes to bar, 40 wall balls, 30 cleans at 135.95, and 20 muscle ups in 14 minutes. It's going to be a bit of a grinder. So, what I think is important here is pace, pace, pace. There are two tiebreakers in this one. The first one is going to be after the set of cleans. The second one is going to be after the set of muscle ups. I think for most athletes, coming out swinging and trying to go unbroken on things is going to be a bad idea. Even if you go, oh, I just want to make it to the tiebreaker and have a really fast time. I think that's easier said on the deadlift box jump workout. But on this one, there's so much volume you need to get through before you get to the end of the cleans. I think a dead sprint on any one of the movements is a bad idea. Now, I'm giving you guys advice on how I kind of approach workouts. So, if someone out there is a particularly great rower or toe to barer or wall baller, if you know that 40 wall balls in a row isn't going to tax you, by all means, go for it. For me, I know it will. So, my strategy is to hold an 80 to 85%, maybe pushing 90 on the 60 calories. I'm hoping to hold about 20 calories a minute. Um, that might be a little unrealistic for me, but I'm going to try that so I can be off the rowers by around the 3 minute mark. Um, those guys tonight, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I think they were off the rowers just after 2 minutes ish, so like 20 or 30 calories a minute, which is absurd. I couldn't do that in an all out sprint. So they're different creatures. But for me, I think at a good, comfortable pace, I can probably hold close to 20 calories per minute. So somewhere in the 245 to 3 minute range to get off the rower and to the toes to bar. I've done 50 toes to bar at the beginning of a workout, had 5 sets of 10 planned out in my head. That didn't happen. So I'll probably start with that same strategy and just try not to fry myself on any of the sets of 10. If and when I start to get fried, if I start being taxed at all, I'm going to hop off, even if that means quick sets of 5. I'm realistically probably going to get through, let's say, 2 to 3 sets of 10 and then 5s for the rest of it because it's a lot of grip. As soon as you're done with the toes to bar, you go to wall ball, but then it's back to cleans. So I don't want my grip to be crushed when my toes to bar go, I'm done. So be smart there, try and conserve. The wall balls, I could probably do 40 in a row if I needed to, but I never have in a workout. It's just not smart for me. I'll probably try and go 4 sets of 10 or 15, 15, 10. That's most realistic for me. 15, 15, 10. Drop it after the 15th one, set it on the ground for a second, take a breath, pick it up, and go again. I'm also not going to try and be completely gassed after the wall balls. I want to feel comfortable. I want to get to the cleans. The guys tonight were doing singles. I was not expecting that at all. So depends on how I'm feeling at that point. Um, at least a couple of touch and goes I thought would be a good idea, somewhere in the 3 to 5 range. But again, if Bridges and Panchek are doing singles, it's obviously for a reason. That made me rethink that strategy a little bit. If you're going to do singles, don't be afraid to move your feet. Sometimes we freeze our feet when we want to go that fast. We'll stand up, drop it, it'll bounce all over the place. We'll pull from awkward positions. Stay loose, stand all the way up, move to wherever the bar goes if you drop it. Big breath, go down, pull the next clean. Make sure the elbows get in front. Make sure you stand all the way up. Nothing is worse in power cleans for speed than not standing up all the way, and just to make the reps count. For the muscle ups, I don't even know what it's going to feel like when I get there. I know the last time I did the wall ball double under muscle up workout, I had plans of 3s to 5s on the muscle ups, and I got there and couldn't hang. So I think 3 is going to be the longest set I would even consider doing if I get to the muscle ups. 3s, hop down, shake it out, 3s, because even if you get through the 20 reps of muscle up with time left to get back on the rower, that's just going to be all out effort back on the rower for any athlete that gets back there. So if you're completely crushed by trying to do one huge set of 7 or 8 of muscle ups and then you're struggling to do singles and failing singles, I think that's less smart than knowing you can hit 2s every time or knowing you can hit 1, drop down, shake it out, get right back up. So fast but steady pace on the row. Smaller sets than I'm even anticipating, I think, on the toes to bar, but not being gassed. 15, 15, 10 on the wall balls. Clean's going to kind of play it by ear. I think it'll probably end up being singles, but fast ones. Try not to take more than 2 breaths between reps at all for a lot of the stronger athletes. 135, the weight isn't the issue. It's just going to be the fatigue and maybe the grip. So even if it's singles, do your single stand, drop it. Breath, do your single stand, drop it, and try and keep moving through the 30 there. On the muscle ups, it's kind of survival. My goal is going to be to not fail a single rep. I think if things go well tomorrow, I can get into the muscle ups. Getting through 20 is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So I don't think that that's a realistic goal for me. If it is for you, I would say play to your strengths. If you know toes to bar don't wreck you, like I said before, do larger sets there. But if you're worried about that crushing the rest of your workout, I don't think it's worth it. On the wall ball, same thing. If you're going to lose all of your gas doing 40 in a row, you're going straight from there to cleans. You kind of need some gas left to stay tight when you catch the cleans, when you pull it off the ground. So, 14.4 starts now. Good luck. After this week, we only have one more left. Thoughts, comments, suggestions, feedback. Let me know. Let's start some discussion. Good luck, guys and gals. You can do it.